Have you heard of Nik the Booksmith? Well, if you haven't, Nik is an extremely talented handmade journal booksmither. Those of you who do know her and have been to her channel know the quality of her work, not to mention her great personality. Nik put out a classics challenge to those of us who have taken her course and learned her techniques to make handmade tomes. And the challenge was we were to take a classic book that has withstood the test of time and create our own version of a journal based upon it. Hi, I'm Linda, and I thank you for joining me today on my channel to take a look at the classic I chose. Well, with a lifelong love of books, I had a hard time deciding, but finally chose a classic known and loved by many, Pride and Prejudice. Well, let's get started. This journal is 6 by 9 inches with a 2¼ inch curved spine, 6 signatures with a ribbon bookmark, over 180 pages. The cover was made with hardboard, covered in cloth, embossed in a flourish pattern, then painted with layers of dry brushing in black and cream with gold lightly brushed on top. There's a gilded frame and book corners, lock decoration with ruby bling. This chunky journal is held closed with sari silk, and as we open it up, we'll see along the edges there's all kinds of lace and trims and tabs and journal jewelry. Each of the 6 signatures has a predominant color, and I've made journal jewelry with crystals and glass pearls and assorted little charms for each of these signatures in its color. The first signature being pink, second green, the third signature has brown, the fourth here somewhere has red. Ah, there it is. There's red. And the 5th has blue. And the 6th is purple. Throughout the book, you'll find stamping, stenciling, die cuts, embossing, and sewing, fabrics, lace, and lots of different kinds of paper. Coffee and tea dyed, tracing paper, vellum, vintage music sheets from the 50s, and book pages from a copy of Pride and Prejudice. Graphics that weren't found on public domain were from Artie Mays and Victoria Designs. All right, let's open it up to the front inside cover, and there's a pocket made of lace and fabric, an embossed journal folder, and large journaling card. There's a library book plate for your info or addressed to someone for a gift, perhaps. Okay, beginning in signature 1, there's a little hideaway journaling area. A tiny tag from Artie Mays with sari and gold thread, and a book page from chapter 1, the first page. And there's a gold European lace from Italy, a piece of that decorating this handmade envelope with a tiny little folded tag inside. And this tag of a cover from the late 1800s with a peacock on the front of it. Paper doily. Coffee and tea dyed papers throughout here with the stamping, as I mentioned, and die cuts with a peekaboo cutout. Tracing paper, fringe, and fabric with some other little journaling cards. And here's some of that music sheets from the 50s. There's a little booklet that I sewed in here with some coffee dyed or tea dyed. I end up doing both, and who knows what ends up going in my journals. A little of each, I have a feeling. All right, onward. And some more pages from the book. Tracing paper. Another little journaling card with an illustration from a book, from one of the editions of the book. This here has been sprayed. I don't know if you can catch the, yeah, there's a little bit of a glimmer there. Through a doily. And the other side with another journaling card. Vellum and paper butterflies. This here is eco-dyed paper from leaves and flowers from my yard. And here's that bookmark I was telling you about. And the other side of that music sheet. And sprayed. A little bit of glimmer on that one as well. And there's that jewelry for the first signature. And that is actually from Victoria Designs, that little tag, and another book page. And here's a vellum bag pocket from Denise at A Tattered Dream. Journaling cards of all sorts of shapes and sizes, and another book page. Here's some vintage lace trim that I sewed on with the material for a pocket for another journaling card. And this here is end pages from a vintage book that I included. There's a pocket from Artie Mays. Die cut and stenciled and stamped folder. And another die cut envelope. Another page. Die cut and stenciled and stamped pages. And some more of the tracing paper, fringe. Here's some more of that beautiful European lace. A tuck spot. And this has been stenciled through with some really shiny, beautiful ink. There's a little paper key that's been die cut with a journaling tag and another large tag behind. This is in the second signature. This is the green bling. And now the third signature, the brown signature. And here's a bag from A Tattered Dream, Denise's shop. And some more cards. And a tuck spot behind for some larger items to be able to fit. And a tiny journaling card there. Tracing paper, some more die cut copy paper. Here, you'll notice what I did was I put a paper doily on top of papers that I was coffee dyeing before I stuck them in the oven, and this is the way they came out with that stenciled on there. I think it just ends up really beautiful. Here's some more of that eco-dyed paper. There's some sprayed through stencil paper. pages and tiny tags, more silk and gold thread. More bling. It's a tag that's been sprayed through die cuts. Our tags and book page. This is the red signature, the velvet pocket. A folder. And a little journaling tag. Put on with a garment pin. There's more of that gold European lace. It's a die cut pocket, a journaling card, book page, a little envelope. That was from Artie Mays. That's just a little die cut journaling folder in there. A book page. And a couple more tags. There's the red bling with a pretty little rose on it. There's another handmade envelope where you could stick some special letters or things that you've been keeping over the years. Tuck it away in there. More of that beautiful music sheet and book page. Nice cheesecloth pocket. And a lace pocket. Old book page with a peacock on it. Journaling card. Another little tag with a lock. Book cover from the 1800s. Copy of it. And the blue bling. Tracing paper, coffee and tea dyed papers. Actually, no, that's some eco dyed there. That's it. Yeah, this is coffee dyed. It's got some, you can see the sparkle on there. Gold and pink sprays on there. And stamping, and another card. And some more doily transfer. I just love the way that comes out. And here's some more of the other side of that eco dyed paper. little tag. And one with Sorry Silk. And another book page. And now we're on the final signature, the purple signature. A little metal key, embellishment. And the satin and lace. This transfer was from a pan that I used. I thought it just came out great. And here's some more of the transfer from a die cup. Forgot to mention, there's 3 of these tabs throughout the book. There's one, yeah, there's one, and there's one. And they will hold a pen. So that way you can keep pens with you. Let me show you. Of course, doing it from this angle might be a little tricky, but there we go. So that way you can always keep pens with you in case you wanted to write something down. You'll always have a pen handy, or 3. Okay, onward. There's the purple bling. Journaling cards. Book page. Tracing paper fringe. Transfer. Some more of that shine and shimmer with purple dye. There's a little booklet that I made here with die cuts and cut along the edge. And some little coffee dyed papers in there, graph and lined. Oh, excuse me. This has a vintage doily on it. That's been cut out of a larger one, and this envelope opens for journaling on both sides. I'll transfer. And here's the back, inside cover. The lace and fabric pocket. A little folder that's been die cut and inked. And this is a letter that Mr. Darcy wrote to Lizzie. And the whole thing is here. 3 pages. And last but not least, my signature. If you're interested in this journal, you'll find a link below to my daughter's and my Etsy shop. Before I go, though, I want to express my great admiration and gratitude for many YouTube journalers I've learned from over the years. Sagita from Zagita's Coffee Stains, Jabid Neri, Rosemary Morris, Shannon Green, Gina from the Rebookery, Denise from Practice Makes Pretty, Julie from Dear Julie Julie, just to name a few, many more I should name. And of course, Nik from Nik the Booksmith. Please like and subscribe so you'll receive notice of future journals. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.